Running a random line is an expression used by surveyors. And according to the Wisconsin Historical Society, when government surveyors were running such a line through the thick woods of Sheboygan County way back in 1835, they accidentally came upon a lake, hence the name of both a lake and village. This morning's Hometowns visit takes us to Random Lake.
This is our 100th anniversary here in Random Lake. John Kowalczyk, I'm the CEO here for Creer Foods. Creer is a leading contract manufacturer for canned beverages. A lot of folks in Wisconsin know us as the Jolly Good Company, but the majority of the 250 million cans that we make a year are for leading brands from canned Gatorade to Minute Maid juices that you might find on any airline flight that you go to. Even Coca-Cola, when they first transitioned to cans in the early 60s, Creer was one of the very first plants, in fact, the first plant in the Midwest to put Coca-Cola in a can. As you know, plastic, even waters have been converting over to cans, all of the craft brewing. You know, in fact, Jolly Good is the original craft soda of Wisconsin, and we're right at the heart of serving brands who need skilled, experienced manufacturers like Creer to be able to take care of all of the supply chain and manufacturing for them. There is 5 generations of family that have stewarded this business over the last 100 years. It's such an honor to serve the folks here.
This really is a cross between manufacturing and art. My name is Eric Gruner, and I'm the president here at Hankscraft AJS in Random Lake, Wisconsin. We are the largest domestic tap handle manufacturer in the country, and we ship all over the world. There's roughly 7,000 breweries in total, so we try to hit them all. Yeah, mainly craft breweries and mainly here in the States, but yeah, we're open anywhere. It's a marketing piece for the customer, right? It's the thing that the customers are going to see when they go to the bar. Oftentimes they pick the beer by what the tap handle looks like. You know, one of the things that we try to do is help our customers stand out at the tap. Everybody's really, really proud of what we do, the job that we do, the care that we provide to make sure that we're putting out a beautiful end product. They're all unique, they're all special. It's amazing. It's because it starts out oftentimes as a block of wood and turns into, you know, a beautiful piece of art. And, you know, there's a certain sense of pride for that and a real sense of responsibility to that. Very proud of being from Wisconsin, and we're very proud of the relationships that we have with our breweries here, and we try to showcase them often.
Oh, the love that this community shares is unbelievable. Sometimes I'll walk out of here after a night of work and say, where did everybody come from? It's that supportive. I'm Thomas Mole at Random Lake Pizzeria. You know, everything I have to do from scratch. So we do all of our crust from scratch, we do all of our ice cream from scratch, all of our breads from scratch. Our buns are from a local company in Oostburg, but the garlic breads, garlic butters, everything's made in-house. I feel as though it's important to have that touch to a product in order to make, you know, your flavor known within the space of life, you know?
You get creative with it, right?
Well, so early in the day, I would be sitting alone and nobody was around, and I'd get hungry for different items other than a traditional pizza. So that's when I started making a bacon cheeseburger pizza, a Euro pizza. Then one day I'm like, well, why not put spaghetti and meatballs on a pizza? So spaghetti and meatballs and like the Tommy Special, and that's got the cream cheese, the pepperonis, and the black olives on it with a little zesty sauce. So it's got a really unique flavor to it, just all sorts of unique things. And then my friend came in and said, can you make me some mozzarella sticks? And I'm like, well, we don't have a deep fryer, but let me see what I can do. So then I created something called a cheese ring. And the cheese ring is our crust wrapped with mozzarella, and then put our homemade garlic butter, and you dip it in a little red sauce, and that's delicious. I feel like I'm in a big city at times when I'm here, because the love that comes to the table to enjoy what we create has been such a blessing to us.
Well, we can't make a stop in Random Lake without getting out on Random Lake itself. 210 acres, a beautiful day here. And we're here with Mike Schaller, a lifelong resident here in Random Lake. Mike, beautiful community, beautiful village, beautiful lake as well. You guys are pretty spoiled out here.
Yes, we are. I've lived on the lake here all my life. I do a lot of fishing. I write a column for the local newspaper on fishing, and we are one of the few lakes north of Milwaukee. Actually, we're the first substantial lake north of Milwaukee And for 40 years, we've had muskies in it, which is my passion. And I've had over 300 of them already. And I guess I fell in love with the lake and raised my boys here. And it's just been a real enjoyment, living here.
And now moving to the front of the pontoon here, we've got Dale Creer, another gentleman born and raised in Random Lake. Dale, beautiful scenery out here, beautiful lake, beautiful community. What makes it so special to you?
I think the lake itself is a big drawing card, and then watching the development over the years around this lake. There's some really beautiful homes have been built out here, and it's a nice little community. That's what I liked, and that's why I stayed here. And the lake has just been a drawing card for years and years already. We used to have boat races here and ice fishing contests. And on July 4th, this park was packed. I've never seen it that full ever. And we had a great fireworks show. It's been a great community.